Welcome back to Golf Simulator videos. Today we are here with something cool again. 3 golf launch monitors all put up against each other doing some putting with E6 Connect. I have the Skytrak photometric based golf launch monitor put up against the Flightscope Mevo Plus radar based launch monitor up against the Uneekor QED high-speed camera overhead launch monitor. All right, we have a high-end laptop running Uneekor QED in the lower left. We have a high-end gaming laptop in the lower right that's running Skytrak, and then we have the latest generation iPad Air in the upper right that's running the Flightscope Mevo Plus. And in the center, you will see the QED Ignite software that is allowing us to see the path of my putter and then also the roll of the ball down the center line. So I think that's going to be really cool to have, and then you can also see some data points that are in there. If you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel yet, please do. We're trying to grow the channel, and the more it grows, the more engagement we have with our viewers, whether it be answering questions or giving feedback. The live streams we've been doing, we're getting close to 100 people on average at any time, and everybody's talking about, you know, I've tried this and seen this and asking questions. It's been awesome. So I appreciate that, guys. Like the video, comment below what you think of this one and what you'd like to see in the future, all right? A couple different variables that have already been set. You have all of the green stimps at 8, so that should be the same and no worries there. And then you have the Uneekor ball being used, the marked ball that I've shown you guys in the past. All right, so that is being used without a metallic dot, as Flightscope recommends. And then just so you understand the Flightscope recommendations, they recommend having a separate putting strip off to the side, giving the ball the smoothest roll. And they do that because it's reading it for a longer period of time, where the Skytrak and the QED are snapshotting a very short distance of the ball, and that rollout doesn't take as much into account. The other thing that the radar unit does is it sees that ball rolling for longer, so any bounce or any slowdown from the stimp of the turf is going to play a little bit of an effect. So I'll be interested to see if the distances are close on putting. I'd be probably more interested to see if they're staying left or right. But as long as the distances are close with the radar unit, I just want everybody to take that into account, because I just understand how they both work. So I would only imagine there'd be a little bit of a difference. Depending on what type of unit you're using, sometimes you have to adjust the roll of the stimp of your turf versus the stimp you're playing in your software. So that's my best understanding of it all. Feel free to comment below any other suggestions, opinions, anything you have on that. So we should be good to go. Let's do this. I have set up at a 10-foot, 1-inch putt. Reason I did that is because it's kind of difficult to select that exact distance. So I did it ahead of time so we didn't have to deal with that. Okay. Skytrak, it has a fresh alignment and level. Flightscope Mevo Plus set up at 11.9 degrees, 7 feet behind the ball. Everything's all squared away, just so you guys understand that. So we should be good to go. 10 foot 1 inches. In the hole on the Uneekor. And in the hole on the Mevo Plus, looks like I was 2 feet away and the ball went a little right on Skytrak. So we did see a little difference on Skytrak versus the other 2 systems. Let's try that again. I'm not going to lie, I've become quite a good putter with the Uneekor system. Looks like they all read again. Mevo Plus in the hole. Skytrak to the right, 8 inches. I have this thing perfectly aligned, just so you guys understand. And I mentioned in the previous video that, I mean, if you can't get that unit any more level or aligned than I have it, so I would find it unrealistic if they want me to get it any more aligned. Why don't I hit it a little bit left? Let's see what happens if I hit it just a little left. Same putt, maybe just hitting it a little left. There you go, I missed left. And then the Skytrak missed right. And then Mevo Plus, though, I don't think read that ball. So that's interesting. And you're supposed to putt straight. We have a line break on, so you're supposed to be putting these straight. I mean, you should be able to push and pull it, obviously. So that's interesting. So let's just go ahead and try to putt straight again. A little bit harder that time. Mevo Plus in the hole. Skytrak missed it left, a little long. All right, but I think that if I were to miss on Uneekor or Flightscope, it probably would have went a little past as well. All right. So let's try hitting a short putt. Let's say I yip this thing a little bit, you know, and just don't get the speed right. So that's well short, 8-foot putt. Skytrak read it as a 5-foot putt. Mevo Plus did not pick that up. All right, so we're seeing some variables here. I say we try that again. I say we try to... Now that, if you look at that Uneekor QED putting, which you guys are able to see the video and everything, and you guys are able to pause this at any time and look at the speeds. Okay, so if we were to look back at the ball speed on Uneekor 5.1, ball speed on Skytrak 4.9. All right, so you're able to look at those, you know, and it has the distances and everything. So feel free to just pause the video and review those. I don't want it to be too much of a marathon and drag on. You know, a lot of people don't get through a whole 20, 30-minute video. So I'm going to do a short putt again. That last one was about 8 feet. We'll try to do that again. There it is, about 8 feet. Skytrak read it. Mevo Plus didn't like it. So this is one thing that we've noticed a little bit with Mevo Plus is the shorter putts have been a little more difficult for it to read. I've had it read short putts, but like for a 10-foot putt, I generally have to get it to the hole. Like, let's do that again. So I would assume it would pick that up. Skytrak missed it. Mevo Plus missed it. All right. And just understand, guys, $2,000, $2,000, $6,000. I mean, in my opinion, I don't have to sit here and be biased towards something. I mean, if you're going to pay $6,000 versus $2,000, I would expect a lot more value, right? Well, I think Uneekor shows that value in a lot of different ways. I mean, it shows it in the, you know, review camera and the, you know, putting being so accurate and different things, you know. So I think these two units, both of them, hold good value. You know, the Skytrak can perform in shorter distances. Mevo Plus works well outdoors. We've done different testing to show different values. Not my opinion, just telling you what has been performed. Well, that. There we go. Mevo Plus. Oh, did I lip it on the Skytrak? All right. Mevo Plus had a hole, but see, there you go. So you just have to get like a little more speed on it, and then it's fine. So let's do that again. If I roll on that dot at all, Skytrak doesn't like it. You got to give it a minute, and then it shows the laser back down there. It should be good now. What's it want here? I don't like it when that yellow exclamation is up there. There it goes. All right, so we set that back down. Trying to be as precise as possible here. I'm just going to try to hit this a little light. Not too much. I got it there, but barely. See, Mevo Plus didn't like it that time, though. All right, Skytrak seems to, for some reason, be rolling a little right. That's why I wanted to hit that one left. Why don't I hit this one a little harder left and see what happens on both units? Like a pull, I'll pull the ball harder is what I'll do. Oh, heavy pull. All right, they all missed left accordingly. Like you just yipped that sucker left. All right. Hey, I've done that before. I'm sure guys have played with me online, been like, what was that? Hey, I got nervous or something. All right, now let's say I push one. I'll try not to push it as hard. I'm sure you guys look at my putter. I mean, that ball took off left. That's just humorous in my opinion. takes off right on the Uneekor, takes off right on the Mevo, and SkyTrak didn't like it. SkyTrak said, nope, why are you putting that far right? Well, I mean, that was a big miss. What can I say? The one thing that I do appreciate with the overhead camera system that you're always, I think, going to have a tough time with, the direct, camera photometrics of SkyTrak or radar of Mevo Plus is, I mean, you can take a putt with this and aim over here. Watch this. I mean, it's going to shoot left. I don't think either of those. Oh, see, SkyTrak picked that up. So SkyTrak allowed you to putt that far left. That was impressive. So we're getting some, interesting results here, because sometimes people don't like to aim 100% with the computer. I mean, can you aim manually? That was a little extreme, but I wanted to show it still. I'm gonna aim and putt right now. At least we're doing some testing, and to see what's capable. That's the one SkyTrak doesn't like, is it doesn't like the ball to the right. Mevo Plus isn't reading these left and rights though. It wants the straight. It can't see the ball. I mean, it sure as heck can't see a ball rolling past the SkyTrak. I mean, there's no way. And then it probably can't see a ball rolling past me, So Mevo Plus would be more for straight putting, okay? So let's try to make a putt with all three again. It's stacking the balls up. Hey, I made SkyTrak and I missed Mevo. See that? There's some variables in there. Now if I clear these, I'll leave that up for a second in case anybody wants to see the ball speeds. I've got 6.7, 5.3, and 6.7. See, that's what I thought. Mevo Plus is reading a slower ball speed every time. And I think it's because it's that roll over a distance, on my turf, that rolls slower versus the short distance read of, a camera-based system. But at the same time, the radar reads the ball for a long time outside. And, they have a benefit there. So plus and minuses, right? I mean, understand the technology, understand your needs or wants. All right. How's that putt look up there? In the hole, SkyTrak. Missed it 20 inches on Mevo Plus. But see, that's the thing. If you roll these things like past 8 feet, 9, 10 feet, they're all picking it up quite well. Mevo Plus needs that. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Most of the people we play with online, you need 10-foot gimmies, is how most people want to play, which is, honestly speeds the game up online. I like 10-foot gimmies. If you do like 5-foot or 3-foot gimmies and you play peer-to-peer with some people online, I mean, you could be there all day. The whole goal is to do faster golf indoors, is my opinion, but hey, my opinion. All right. All right, so I think that's enough putting at that distance. Let's go to the 20-foot putt. So let's go to exit round, new course, and then go to 20-foot flat putt. And we'll see how they roll over a longer distance here. And then we'll go exit round, new course, 20-foot flat putt. You can see there's 8 stimp, obviously. Exit round. I did main menu. Chip and putt, 20-foot flat. There we go. Let's do some 20-foot putts. We're already creeping towards 15 minutes in this video. Trying to keep it realistic for you guys here. All right, 20-foot putt. I think they're all ready. We'll find out in a second, right? Oh, just a little short. A little right for Mevo, a little left for SkyTrak. Mevo made it there. SkyTrak was short. What are the ball speeds on those? 7.8 QED, 6.6 Mevo Plus, 7.5 SkyTrak. Interesting. So why would Mevo Plus... What was the distance there? 17 feet. Mevo Plus went farther with a slower ball speed. So I wonder if that is an integration thing with E6, because they know the Mevo Plus maybe gets slowed down a little bit. I mean, that's interesting, right? What you're seeing? I mean, that has to be an interesting data point to understand there. Why would a slower ball speed go farther, 19.7 versus 17.1? Figure that out for me. We're on a 20-foot flat putt, both reading an 8 stimp inside the software. Hey, we found something interesting out here. I left that short. I knew it. I knew it right away. I left that short. Mevo had it going a little past. And then Skytrak had it slow, short and right. Ball looked pretty center according to QED's replay video. So wasn't that what the Skytrak was doing before? Balls were going a little right? Maybe I'll hit this a tad left, see what happens. I hit it pretty hard. Pretty hard. Okay, left. Oh, Mevo didn't like that left putt. Skytrak and QED were pretty close. Yeah, Mevo didn't like that. That's funny. It usually reads those. So we're getting some variances here. We really are. Maybe I'll try to go less left, because here's what happened. You can ghost that ball. So if I'm going to aim left and my putter's doing this and following the ball, it's ghosting the radar. That's, from what I understand, a little weakness on the radar indoor. And that's just facts, I think. That's not opinion or bias or anything else. That's just facts. That's why if you just putt a line to break, you have no issues, or you aim and you putt straight. You don't putt left or right. That's sim golf. I mean, there's always going to be those things. Got you in the hole. Oh man, missed it right. Missed it way right on Skytrak. Look how close QED and Mevo were. And I think that's the key. Mevo Plus wants to see a straight ball. It wants to see a smooth, straight ball. And that's where it shines with putting. I mean, we've proven that, I think, today. You know, I mean, I read some, big misses. I guess the question there is if Mevo Plus, there it is, get in there. All right. Skytrak, a little short. Mevo Plus, a little right. Does that give the Flightscope Mevo Plus user kind of like almost an advantage in putting because it goes more straight? I mean, we've seen some left and right, but I think it's only on those little left and rights. I mean, if someone has little misses, they're going to miss left or right. But if they have a big miss left or right, it might just misread and give them a chance to read another or to redo a putt. So that's kind of interesting, Why don't we see if we can do a longer putt now? We've done some 20s. I think everybody would probably understand it at this stage. We'll reset all the data again. All right. And let's see if I can take the ball. And, oh man. So what would that be? 1 square, 2 square, 3 squares over? Right there? That's only 22 feet. This is where it's tough. How do I get a putt that's the same? I could do right on the edge right here that's straight at the flag. I mean, there's no reason I can't get all those to be the same. 32 feet, 1 inches, or 1 inch. So if I go over here, it was right here, 32 feet, 1 inch. There it is right there, same putt. All right, we can do this. There it is. All right, now they're all reading 32 feet, 1 inch downhill. Let's see what we can do. Longer putts. Skytrak, Flightscope Mevo Plus, Uneekor QED. I'm going to have the IXO here soon. What do you guys think about that? You excited to see what results I get from the Uneekor IXO? More hardware. I didn't get it there. Mevo Plus says I got it there. Mevo Plus says I crushed it. SkyTrak 7 feet short, kind of like QED. So we might have found another little weakness on Mevo. You know, when you putt longer putts, remember how I said you have to adjust for each unit on your turf? I think you'd have to adjust on Mevo. And I feel like switching to demonstrations on the QED when I was putting on the Flightscope for a while, I feel like I had to adjust. I really do. I'm not saying nobody can adjust, you know. That should get there, right? Oh, 14 inches. Wow, look how far Mevo Plus is going though on these balls. I mean, we're just getting different readings, all right? Once you go to these faster, longer putts. I mean, I guess Mevo Plus is kind of consistent. I hit that one longer and it still went to the same spot. Skytrak is short and right. I mean, we're seeing some consistency here. So would you just have to adjust for the stimp of your turf or whatever launch monitor you're reading? Now, I'm not going to lie. The QED, for how far I'm hitting this, that feels like a true, you know, 32-foot putt to me. I mean, that's just what I'm not trying to be biased in any way at all. You can look at my putt. If I'm going to hit a putt 32 feet on an 8-stimp green, 8-stimp, that's how hard I'm going to hit it. Did Skytrak miss it? Looks like it did. And then Mevo launched it 49 feet. So, big, big difference here. Now, let's say I were to hit a 32-foot putt on Flightscope, knowing that it goes farther. Would I only hit it this hard? Now watch this. Let's see what it does that time. It's going to go in the hole, isn't it? Look at that. So you're getting different readings from every single one. I mean, that's very interesting. So I just had to slow my putt down to like 20, you know, a little over 20 feet, and then I almost sunk the putt on Mevo Plus. I mean, literally intentionally calling it out. So, but the real feel, what's the real feel in my opinion? I feel like the Uneekor QED here is giving me the real feel on a 32-foot putt. I don't quite understand Skytrak. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's shorter. Let's do one more 32-footer. I mean, it missed a couple there. Let's do another 32-footer. Good to go. I hit that pretty hard. It should get there. There it is, in the hole. Well, see, Skytrak wasn't that bad this time. I mean, that wasn't that bad. 3 feet past to the left. Mevo Plus went 56 feet. I don't think Mevo likes how hard I'm hitting these balls. I'd have to say Skytrak is closer to QED on these faster putts. That's what I'm understanding now. If I look at the consistency on the screen, that's what I'm understanding. You guys tell me what you think. That's what I'm understanding. So, this has been a 25-minute video already. Wow. I think I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I think this is a good understanding of all of these units putting on E6 Connect. I'd love to hear some comments below. You know, tell me what you putt on, what you think. You saw my putting today. I mean, you saw how I hit the ball, how the ball rolled. You saw the speed roll inside. I think you can see my ball rolling quite well inside the sim. I mean, you guys let me know what you think. Like I said, just my non-biased opinion, switching from the different units and just getting an understanding of Skytrak. I mean, the QED is doing what it should at its price point. You know, Skytrak seems to handle the longer putts better. From what I can see, it's not shooting anything too far, but it also left some in different directions. And then Flightscope Mevo Plus did decent. It definitely shot the putts farther, but when I slowed it down, I basically sunk it in the hole. So if I knew how far to hit it for the stimp, because it's rolling, like what if I had a perfect putting mat down right here and it was rolling at a 10? Would it roll the same as QED then? That's a question. You know, maybe we need to do further testing and demonstrations, you know, to give you guys a better idea. So I hope this gives you a good overview of a putting, kind of idea in this type of environment. You guys let me know, comment below. I appreciate you guys watching as always. We have plenty more videos coming. Next up, I think will be either I'll try to fit chipping and driving together if I can, because we'll just hit like a handful of drives, don't need to hit a million, and then we'll just hit a handful of chips, and we'll do it on these units again. Skytrak, Flightscope Mevo Plus, Uneekor QED, driving and shipping. I think that can be the next video. So I just appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please do, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.